What's up, guys? It's Seven, your favorite jester. Um, just real quick, before I get to the magic today, I want to do just a real quick kind of preamble to recap exactly what's going on. Um, as you've no doubt heard me say before, I'm doing this for charity. But what does that mean? That means that I have pledged that for the first year of my YouTube channel starting on January 1st, if I make any money at all from this venture, whether that's from eventually getting big enough to have ad revenue or donations or um, like super thanks or even merchandise sales, anything at all, any profit generated from this entire challenge is going to charity 100%. And I also didn't like the idea of a challenge without consequences because that doesn't seem like a challenge to me. It seems to me like if you do a challenge that way and you succeed, then you get credit for that and everyone praises you. But if you fail, nobody cares. It's not a big deal. And that doesn't sit right with me. So I wanted to have consequences and I wanted them to be severe enough that I would actively work to avoid them. And while I was still trying to determine what those consequences would be, um, Jason Marr, who has the YouTube channel at Street Magician Dude, I believe it's the biggest magic channel in the world. It's got over 1 million followers. But he's the one that inspired me to do this challenge because he was doing it himself. And while I was trying to determine what my consequences were going to be, he posted a video saying that if he failed, he was going to get the word failure tattooed on his forearm. And that just kind of seemed perfect to me when I heard it. So those are my consequences too. I have to get the word failure tattooed on my forearm right here if I don't complete this challenge. And it's going to take up the whole forearm. It'll be big lettering. And I very much don't want to do that. Um, but yeah, that's where I'm at. So the reason I bring all that up today is because there's another rule of my challenge that states I'm not allowed to repeat any of my tricks. They have to be 366 different illusions. And I mention that because today I actually am going to repeat a trick. I'm going to do an effect that I've already done. And I think you'll understand why once I've done it. But it's this one. It was actually one of my most popular videos. I'm sure you all remember it, where I take a rubber band or a hair tie or whatever, and I wrap it around my fingers like this. And then when I grab a hold of it, I'm actually able to make that hair tie look like it's kind of just floating in the air. And that is the effect that I'm repeating today, even though I'm not supposed to repeat any effects. Now let me show you why. You ready? The entire time I was talking and while I was performing that trick, I had 3 coins in a classic palm. And I am terrible with coins. I'm genuinely the worst. It's a skill I've never learned. I'm trying to learn it now at 38 years old, which is ridiculous. But these coins that I created make learning that skill so much easier. These are not coins you're going to want to buy and use in your whole coin magic career. You're going to want to move on from there. But I made these specifically to be easier for beginners to use so that they could get familiar with palming and manipulating coins and get used to the feeling of having a coin in palm. And then once you start to build those muscles up and you get better and better, then you would transition into different coins. But these things, genuinely, I've only been practicing coin magic for about 4 days now. And I made these last night. And it's just a world of difference. I can't recommend them enough. And I don't know if I'm going to be selling them or not. But if I do, I'll let you know. If I don't, and you're one of my subscribers, shoot me an email. If you really want a set of them and I'm not selling them, I'm sure we can work something out. Because it's nothing too special. I could make a set, no problem. But One more thing before I let you go. I have these circles of paper here. And the reason I have these is because they're the same size as my coins. I'm using them as blanks because I need to design a face for my coin, something to engrave on it. And what I was thinking was just this tattoo right here, the jester hat on one side for heads, and then just the number 7 on the other side for tails. And I am a passable artist. I'm okay, but if there's anybody that subscribes to this channel who is good with art and has a design idea, I would be more than happy to see it. I would be elated. And if you create a design and send it to me, I mean, if I really like it, I'll put it on all of them. But if I don't want to put it on all of them, I guarantee you I'll put it on at least one set. And then I'll actually send you the set that I put it on, just as a way to say thank you for helping me out with the design. But it doesn't have to be the jester hat and the 7. If you want to do something else, that was just my idea. But if you're going to try it, what you need to know is that the size of the coin is 1 1/4 inches, 1.23 roughly, which equates to about 3 centimeters or 30 millimeters. And that's the diameter, not the radius. It's the entire way across. It's pretty much exactly the same size as a Kennedy $50. So if you want to draw you an 1 1/4 circle on a piece of paper and whip up a design and send it to me, I'd be very happy to see it. And like I said, I'll put it on a set of coins and send it to you. But that's all I got for you tonight. I appreciate you spending some time with me. I'll see you in the next one.